Ty, you guys, I think wire to wire led this game. I think probably got off to one of your better defensive starts in the game. I guess what did you see in the beginning of the fourth quarter mainly that you can kind of channel this moving forward to the road trip?
Well, defensively, I thought we did a good job of just understanding the game plan, sticking to our principles, taking away the back cuts, taking away the middle drives. I thought we did a decent job of that. And so it's a tough team because they keep in closeout situations, but I thought overall we did a pretty good job of sticking to the game plan. Offensively, I thought we took advantage of them double teaming, got to our spacing, our right spacing, moved the basketball, and then taking care of the basketball, which was been one of our problems this season. Only having 5 turnovers is huge for us, and so PG and Kawhi having 14 assists and no turnovers is big. And, when you're playing through your 2 big guys like that, and so just continue to keep building. Like I said, we're trending upwards, but we still got a long ways to go. We just gotta continue to work and to get to where we want to get to. But I like where we're at right now.
Norm's been thrust into a bunch of different roles, whether it was starting, I believe it was the Utah game, the back-to-back, the Minnesota game a few games ago. He's got a good scoring stretch here. What have you seen from him, whether he's starting or off the bench, that he's providing you guys this kind of boost?
I think just coming off the bench and having a chance to play through him a lot more. We've been staggering PG and Kawhi for the most part, but when Norm's on the floor with one of those guys, they look to him to carry some of that scoring load, when they get tired. And, he can score in bunches. He scores quick. And so when he's efficient, when he's playing well, we usually play at a high level. And so he's kind of figured out his niche, doing a good job of playing through him with the second unit. And he's been playing, very well for us.
Ty, Luke's first game back. What went into the decision to start him, and how did you think that lineup did, and how he looked?
I thought his timing was a little off. I thought he had some shots, or just reading the screens and the pin downs the right way. But just trying to stay away from that 3-guard combination. With Luke, Norm, and Reggie. Trying to stay away from that as much as possible. Hasn't been very good for us. And so. Starting him with Kawhi and PG and just see if he can get some shots that way and just kind of see how it looks. And so wasn't a bad start tonight. Just got to, continue to get him acclimated to what we've been doing and then, try to integrate him in the best way we can.
Ty, 18 threes tonight. Over the last week, this win streak, the shooting has been really good from everywhere, corners, above the break, mid-range. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the team has gotten off to such a hot streak over this last week?
PG and Kawhi, I think just creating for other guys, and when they're on the floor, they cause so much attention, and it's getting guys open shots. Nico, Rocco, Marcus, Reggie, back to being able to catch and shoot, and so. They've done a good job of just, scoring the basketball, but also making the right play. And when we're getting into the paint, we're a totally different team. And when those 2 guys play, we're a totally different team. And so we understand that. And now guys are getting easier shots. We're able to put 2 on the ball. We're able to get to the paint more. And so that's what's helped our offense out tremendously.
Ty, you mentioned trying to stay away from that 3-guard group, and I know you had also talked about having a plan in place for when Luke came back to help kind of stay away from that. With him in the starting group, I know obviously with Marcus out tonight, he was able to slide into that spot, but is this something that you guys can maybe experiment with going forward to try to stay away from that 3-guard group, or is this kind of just a one-time thing with Marcus being out?
Kind of a one-time thing right now.
And, Coach, the zone defense, I noticed it in the Laker game a few days ago. You don't have Zubac playing the paint. You have him on the wing. That's not your traditional zone defense. What are you looking to get out of that, and why has it been so effective for you guys?
I can't tell you. But it's a good question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. And we got to continue to keep working on it. It's something that we have been walking through the last month and a half of practice. And so we got to get better with it. But I do like what it presents. I like, what we're trying to stay away from when we go zone. And so it's some things we got to clean up and keep getting better at, but I do like it. And you'll see more of it, going forward, but we still got some things we got to work out.
Hey, Ty, earlier in the season, one of the things we heard some of the guys say in postgame is the team wasn't having that much fun on the court. In these last 4 games, have you seen some of that change? I mean, especially tonight where they're dunking the ball like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's never fun when you're losing, and so I don't see too many teams having fun when they're losing, and so you got to win in order to have fun. And you got to play the right way. You got to have the right spirit, and I think we've been doing that. And with PG and Kawhi being healthy, and everybody able to fall back in their natural roles, it's been really good for us. And so just keeping our guys healthy, continue to keep building on both sides of the basketball. And like you're going to keep hearing me say, it's going to be a process. We're not really there. We're not there yet. And we got a lot of work to do. But like I said, I like where we're at right now.
Ty, is PG's windmill dunk kind of an indication of how he feels out there?
Yeah, that surprised me as well, but got off a steal. I thought defensively we did some good stuff. We were physical, got in the passing lanes a little bit, probably generated more steals than we have all year, for the most part. And so even Reggie fell down and got up and got a steal one time, so but that dunk kind of surprised me as well. Yeah.